as we had last left it off, Rennas and Verity had made their way to the Ranger camp, where they met leaders of several tribes of natives to the frontier that had come together collectively for survival purposes, but mainly just, a sense of unity amongst those who wish to protect the land that they call their own. From there they met Dimity, who was the leader of the Rangers, who revealed that he had, in fact, already received an offer from Nicolo Fiolo to join the king in return for offering their military services. The king is prepared to offer his vast resources to help fix the land, an offer that the Rangers and the various tribes find very appealing. However, they have no particular loyalty or interest to the king specifically, and he said that if you would make the same offer, he would consider it, but he's already made a promise. So, in order to break this deadlock, the faction that brings in the head of an alpha Lamia that had been causing issues in the land would secure an alliance with them. He's been given 72 hours to find this creature. And you're joined by the new character, Arri, who is replacing Puddle Arri.
Puddly
Meanwhile,
and a pen to an ant creature thing go.
Meanwhile, across the country, outside Parfadellum, Korgrin, Russ, and Otti found Zaphas's location. A hidden away shrine to dark alien entities. Upon getting in there, did you realise that Zaphas had been there for a while, and soon enough revealed that he had in fact become a warlock of the Great Old One. The old nemesis of Arri, the one who guided Desdemona to do the things she did in Greenfold Village. Now hell-bent on revenge against you, something that Zaphas is openly ignoring, and will admitted that to you. In exchange for giving Zaphas the power to destroy his brother, if Zaphas is to be made king at the end of the war, he will legalize faith in the Great Old One, which Korgrin knows is just a stone's throw away to a natural ascension to godhood. And that was where we left it off. So, we'll start with Team Desert, or Team Pink.
So,
you
I forgot about the whole thing.
You have been travelling through the desert for the better part of a day and a half. During this... Oh, have I gone to the wrong fucking map? Yeah, sorry.
Oopsie, spoilers.
We didn't see anything.
Whoops.
What
Erase
was
that from
that?
memories. So I've completely lost my train of thought there. About a day and a half into the fucking journey, Verity, you get a message from Korgrin, and you send a message back. Rennas, you notice Verity has that look about her that she's just done something.
What have you just done now?
What do you mean, what have I done? I was replying to Corgi.
Was that Morse code?
Maybe. Yeah, I was replying to Corgi. I think they're going to go and Did he mention the dragon?
Dragon? No.
Going to see the dragon in the sea? No. Yeah, they were asking how we were doing, and I told them that Arri was a puddle.
I also told you
And
about Zathras going for walkies into places.
Oh yeah,
that we
and
shouldn't have
Zappis
gone.
might be evil now. I don't know. He's doing something. I wasn't very much paying attention. He caught me off guard, and then I was like, very much must help Arri. We're fucked.
Okay, well at least
Not you,
Korgrin and
Verity,
the others know that
Arri.
we're almost okay. 2/3 of us are fine.
Yeah.
Those numbers could be
The-
worse.
I'm not talking about you, Verity. I'm talking about our jar of wet sand. They're called Arri.
You squishy people keep really strange pets.
This is my sister, I'll have you know.
You keep very strange family?
They're not the strange one.
I up Verity.
So, can I get another survivor roll from Arri, Verity, and Rennas, please?
Does it help my DC if I say that I'm flying on the broom most of the time?
No, this is more about survival and not travel.
Fuck me.
There you
Wait,
go
it's a
on
new
that
day,
broom,
right?
it just softens you up. You've got no stamina anymore.
It's a new day, right?
It is a new day, yep.
I'm going to use
I
one of
know.
my luck rolls.
Okay.
Fuck!
Okay, so
Sorry, shouting.
throughout the course of the day. Ah, yes, with that Storm Soul, Meg, you will not need to make any survival rolls.
Cool. Glad, because I rolled a 10, and I was like, shit, please say I have something.
Rennas, you keep an emergency pack of moisturizer, just in case.
After once again.
Verity, it's really hot. And after
But the coat is worth it.
another 6 hours of travel, and you sweat and you stank, like you are stanky. You've taken a point of exhaustion.
I'm gonna have another look into that, but I'm not sure if that's when I'm raging or just standard.
That'll be when you do you have your aura when you're raging or just naturally?
Just naturally from level 6, because that's...
Yeah. So then each creature has a damage resistance you gained. Yeah. So whilst you're close to her, you are resistant to fire damage, I believe. Is that the one you picked?
Yeah, fire...
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Resistance to fire damage and being able to resist intense heat from nature, unfortunately, are different things.
No, that's fine.
So, the first day is coming to a close. Oh no, this is the second day because you already camped. That's right, yeah. So on the second day, you come to a close. Now, Arri, you know that you are in the area that you need to be. Oh dear, I think my Roll20 is just frozen. Yes, it has. There we go. Yes, so Arri, you are in the area you need to be. You know where the ruins that Dimity spoke of are. The path to it is not easy. You have to go through treachery canyons, which is ripe with nasty beasties and the like. You can make your way through some of the old underground beast tunnels, which were infected with demons back in the war, or you can divert around the canyon and just head across the long sands.
Assume will take longer.
It will take longer, but so long as you have suitable hydration and portable cover, the only thing you really have to worry about in long sands is the sun. Creatures don't generally go out there. It's kind of a death land.
Anything
Alex.
down there could be untold treasures, riches beyond your wildest dreams.
Rennas, I am dying right now. We don't have AC out here. I feel like the tunnels will be cooler.
All that magic you've got, and you haven't got like a little, portable fan spell? Well, what use is magic?
I can freeze part of myself. And make myself slower.
Just freeze your nose like every 10 minutes, and then that'll cool it down, and then the sun will warm it up, and then you can freeze it again.
I'm actually taking a look through my... No, most of my things are fire.
Mm-hmm.
You could use Mage Hand to fan you as you walk.
It's like a giant hoof, isn't your mage hand a
I'm
hoof?
just kind of like hanging onto my broom right now.
Yeah, if I want.
Get roast up with floating. And I refuse to take off the coat.
Hello?
Can you not hear me?
Yeah?
More wondering what the groany-moany thing was. I thought there was some beast attacking us.
Was it me or?
Yeah, it was you,
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No,
I
it
think he
sounded
was going
like
to say me suffering.
it was like a very ominous groan. That was maybe
No,
something
I
emerging
think that was
from a
just me.
cave.
I think that was me just erring and arming.
Sorry, my apologies.
The way Verity's like holding onto the broom and just like turning slowly like a spit roast.
So Arri will kind of be like, well, there's beasties on top. There used to be demons underneath, and there is a way that is around, but you will roast if you're not, careful. But it is safer, as long as you go.
How many demons are underneath?
I don't know if there are any more, but there used to be in the war.
Well, I mean, there's rumours of there being a spawning pit in this area, and we need to destroy that to make sure no more demons can come out of it, and definitely no other reason that I want to investigate at all.
We've never
Is
had
that
any
where we
luck
are?
finding that.
This is
No,
all
we're
the
not in
frontier.
No, the front, like the frontier in the middle.
The spawning
I thought it
pit
was
is somewhere in this area. It's just we got to go to see the frontier, to see the frontier people, who will then give us a mission to probably get rid of the spawning pit. Because Timothy was like, "Oh, here's this tip, but if you go see them first, you'll probably do 2 birds, 1 stone thing. But give me the lucky stone."
But in the
Everything
oldie
is
play
frontier.
of Skyrim, you see people that would like complete a quest in advance and then get given the quest, and they could just say, "We've already done that." So I'm sure that would be fine if they gave the quest to like defeat the spawning pits. We could just go to the pub for like 3 days, come back, sorted.
I don't know what the spawning pits are. We haven't ever been able to find it.
Okay. Might be worth investigating these tunnels, but maybe when we're not on a time constraint of 72 hours.
Whichever gets us there quicker, but with enough time to take a rest.
He does
The
not travel
canyons,
well.
the canyons is the quickest route.
I'm game for canyons,
Canyons?
but it's Ariti's domain. She knows this area better.
I'll be fine anywhere we go.
Confident. I like it. Canyons it is.
Okay, so Arri leads you into the treachery canyons. Gonna get another survivor roll from you, if you please.
I'm going to assume that this one isn't related to heat.
No.
Very nice, Rich. Very nice.
This one is about navigating the rocky terrain and the various poisonous critters that live in it.
So obviously the
Rich,
thief from
why
a
am I
small
rolling
city
like
is
you today?
perfect at navigating desert rocks.
Well, as soon as you probably about 10 minutes making your way into the canyon, Rennas, you see a cluster of very fangy, drippy, poisony snakes littering the road, and you're like, "Yep, fuck that!" And you jump onto the side of the canyon, and you basically just kind of start utilizing the gloves of climbing to basically just like, what's that
I don't
thing
have
where?
the gloves of climbing anymore.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I
well, then
technically have them, I'm
your-
just not wearing them. Myself
Utilizing
wearing.
your incredible acrobatic skills, you are able to parkour your way across the jettisons of outcropping stones on the sides of the canyons to avoid said dangers that lie in the road.
Shout out to the others, look out for those snakes.
Arrit,
Okay, I am utilizing my broom.
Yep, that's good to know. So, Arrit, you know these creatures enough to know that if you just throw them a bit of food elsewhere or cause a bit of a scuffle in one of them to cause a fight amongst themselves, that will just naturally clear the way for you. Verity, utilizing the broom, you were able to avoid stepping on the snakes. However, you do have a point of exhaustion, doesn't it? Does that just half your speed, or does it give you disadvantage on checks?
I gain disadvantage on checks. You want me to roll again?
Yes, please.
Where were you earlier?
So, however, the sheer intensity of the heat affects your concentration on the broom, and you do find yourself dipping without meaning to on occasion. Snakes do coil and pounce out at you on occasion, like snipping at your heels and your fingers, just to send you back to consciousness. However, your journey through this canyon will result in you taking 9 points of poison damage from various nicks and bites.
Verity is not liking this. Desert, least favorite terrain.
I notice this and kind of just, I reach out, kind of grabs Verity and just puts her on Kapesk. And just be like, safer mount.
I mean, Kapesk just, like, she poses, puffs out her chest, highlights her tail and her fins. She looks very, very inspiring. Ultimately, a useless gesture, but very inspiring.
I mean, it suits you,
That's the
Verity.
bard.
Blue skin on the colourful lizard thing. It's, you match. You're both very colourful.
Cool. Can I get a survival check from Kapesk, please? I don't think she's proficient in it, so this will be just a wisdom check for her.
Yeah, I have no idea if she would be.
Yes, she will be able to traverse through these canyons without much issue. I mean, hell, she can literally walk on the walls of the canyon, so it's not an issue for her. She sticks to it like glue. Roughly around to the end of the day, you guys have been able to traverse the canyon. And you know, Arri, that the temple you were looking for is less than an hour's travel away. You have probably about a couple of hours of daylight left. What would you like to do?
I'll let the guys know and just be like, it's almost time for the ogre. Not the ogre, the Cyclops. It was a Cyclops. Yeah.
Maybe we should chill out here, take a short break, wait for nightfall, and then we can sneak in the dark. And I kill things much better in the dark when they don't see me coming.
I don't think I can see in the dark. This is the first time I've had to worry about this because Arrabella has night vision goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, currently a puddle.
Yep, I can't see in the dark.
Wait, what race are you?
I'm lizard folk. It's not
Okay,
anything that I've hopped in my thing anyway. Lizard folk. Yeah, I don't think they have dark vision.
I imagine if it's like a little camp and a stronghold, that there'll be light within the area because they'll probably, I don't know, like maybe they can all see in the dark.
Well, I could make light, but there's also the case of anything I try to check will be at disadvantage.
Yeah, and exhaustion won't go to a long rest, will it? We haven't really got time for a long rest because we've got to get back. We've already had one night out here, so it's presumably like another day's travel back to the camp. We'd be pushing, but then we really don't want you doing every check at disadvantage.
I could probably take the head back if you guys needed to go once we've killed it. As long as you get me through the canyon again, I imagine that would be fine. I know where I'm going.
But
So we have to go
trust
back
me.
and get my sister.
Oh, yeah, your pet is still there.
Sister, not pet, sister.
Yes.
It's the whole combat thing while this one's all hot and exhausted. It's, I mean, literally when she was at full strength and completely sane, she turned her sister into a puddle. God knows what's going to happen when she's tired, distracted, and not paying attention.
I mean, I'm
Sorry,
thinking,
Verity.
because this combat won't take us too long, like an hour at most. So if we were to rest now, fight early in the morning before they get up, and then start traveling back afterwards.
Yeah, I'd be game for that, sneaking through before dawn and hoping to catch them unawares. I could go for that.
Where did the teleportation circle take me last time? It took me 2 days travel from them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if it's taken us like 24 hours, I'm guessing at this point, Jack, to get us here.
Yeah, you've been you're reaching up. You're getting up to the 48-hour mark. However, you have been wandering a fair amount. If you were to make a direct beeline back to the ranges, it will take you probably just around 24 hours, maybe less.
But that means we haven't got time for a long rest, unfortunately. It might be a case of take a short break now and make do with what we have.
Okay, bear with me a second. Let me double check my spells. Lesser, it's greater restoration that cured exhaustion, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Greater. Okay, I only have lesser. Yeah, I only have lesser restoration. Okay. No, Catnap only does a short rest in 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's all good. I think a short rest, just try and stay at the back and try not to do too much. Cast a few spells, but nothing that, nothing strenuous.
Wow, I feel so useful, Rennas. Thank you.
You are useful because spells are fine. It's just, don't try and hide.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, is there a handy little cave somewhere? Can we spot anywhere that looks like it might give us a little bit of shelter just to rest up for an hour?
Make a perception check.
Two in a row.
Yes.
That means this combat's going to be fucking terrible.
Yes, there is an acceptable cave. I've been having a quick look inside. Free of any crazy people. It might be a den for desert creatures, but it is currently unoccupied.
Come on, let's get in here out of the sun for a bit and rest our legs and come up with a proper attack plan. So what is it that's here? It's Cyclops and UNT? Is that what we're fighting? No. Oh, yes, sorry. But what? There's other creatures here as well, are there not? Okay. Okay, I obviously wasn't listening to the brief as usual. But the big thing's the important bit, and you reckon we can just sneak past the Cyclops? That was to Arri, who said yesterday that we can just sneak past it. It's not a very sensible Cyclops.
We should be able to sneak past the Cyclops, just go around it. Just need to find where it is first so we can go around it.
Yeah, I mean, I can try and scout forward a little bit when we're a little bit closer. It shouldn't be a problem. So where are all these UNT that have been attacking you then if they're not here?
A lot of them have moved. They're going. Oh, what was it called? Most of them have gone to the Goliath Alliance. I'm not sure what that is, but it seems to be out west.
Basically, the people that we're against, that's them. The people that your boss wants to ally with, and if we don't come back with his head in time, that's them. Because the UNT have already attacked. Well, okay, sorry. The leader of the Ranger Alliance. What do you guys call yourselves?
The guy who did most of the talking.
Oh, Timothy.
Yes. But no, the UNT, we have already faced them once. They were trying to kill a poor dragon's children. I mean, can you imagine such a horrible thing?
Yes, they try to kill our children all the time.
Well, luckily we killed the ones that were sent. But yes, these are not good people, and if the UNT are joining with them, then surely that might be some evidence that the other side are not good people.
The lizard folk want to run. Dimity just wants what's best for his people.
Everyone wants what's best for their people, but although sometimes the best thing you can do is run and hide, other times the best thing you can do is stand and fight. If you run and hide, you'll be running and hiding for the rest of your life.
My mama would like
want
you.
the best for people as well.
We want the best for our people. Like, we don't want to leave. Like, this is our home. You know, we've been forced out enough.
That makes sense.
We will help you defend
it. You guys are happy here and you're not looking to invade or murder anyone else. We would be happy for you guys to be happy here, you know?
We'd be happy to help you protect it. We could sell you weapons, perhaps. Weapons always. Like, everyone loves a good arms deal.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to speed things the fuck up. So, you guys, if you'd like to short rest for a couple of hours, that's absolutely fine. You'll be able to get to the Lamia's lair probably 1 hour before sundown. That's what you'd like to do?
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty then. Okay, so is there anything you three would like to roleplay with each other whilst you're short resting?
You just found out about the UNT going to Goliath.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, most of them go in there. Yeah, and I was just explaining about how the lizard folk... I think I got a bit confused by the whole, as long as you don't invade and murder, and Arri too was kind of a bit like, what makes you think my people are going to invade and murder? Or at least her face was, but I think...
I don't think it's just playing it safe.
Wait, what?
To play it safe and
Invade,
make sure you're not going to invade and
murder. Invade and murder what?
No, we were just having a general conversation about how... Yeah, and Verity was saying like how like they leave, like everyone would, let us be, and like you guys would have no problem with us doing whatever the hell we wanted as long as we didn't invade and murder.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah. That was pretty much the gist of it.
Arri, point 2.
Right around the time that you guys finish your short rest, your passive perceptions pick up in the sands ahead, sunlight glinting off of something. Like you get, when sunlight shines off of metal or something like that, you get that like shine in the very fast distance or something like that.
Glare.
Yeah, glare. You all see that right in the direction of the ruins.
Well, there's something shiny over there. Shiny means valuable.
That's where the Lamia
and
is.
potentially attached to something dangerous if it's moving.
We kill the dangerous thing, and then we keep the valuable thing. That's how it works.
That's where we're heading next, isn't it, Arietta?
Uh-huh. Any of you see the Cyclops?
I will see what my elf eyes see.
Make a perception check.
I mean, if it's still an hour away, I'm guessing probably not. But
No.
maybe it's a particularly big Cyclops.
I mean, if you get a natural 20, maybe.
Well, I mean, that'll be 3 in a row. No.
No, you don't see it. Alright.
Can I try looking at disadvantage?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm not going to see it,
Double
I might as well try.
Kind of see them both looking in the distance, so I'm like, I'll join in.
Yeah.
You know what's there.
You do not see a Cyclops. You do see peering at that glare, however, there's more than one. Probably maybe about half a dozen or so glints. But they're very compacted together.
I wonder if that's the knights or whatever guards fucknuts brought with them, charging in their nice shiny armour, about to get destroyed by the Cyclops while we just come in and do the job properly.
Can I send Toby ahead?
Yep.
Whose head are you sending Toby?
Do you guys want to wait around whilst Toby is going ahead, or because those glares are at a significant distance?
Yeah, I reckon we start moving, and we can have Toby scout ahead as we move forward, so he can let us know what they are as we get closer.
Yeah. Just Verity
Damsel fainted. Damsel fainted on top of Kapesk, and I'm just looking through the eyes of Toby, just being like, "What have we got here now?"
Okay. She can't pay much attention while she's doing that, so make sure Kapesk doesn't drop her. Thanks, Kapesk.
She poses for you.
Well, maintaining Verity on her back.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Don't pose while she's on your back.
Okay, so venturing further ahead, and Toby scouts off ahead. Go ahead and make a perception check as Toby, please, Verity.
As an owl, he gets advantage, right?
In night, yeah.
Isn't it just
Oh, yes,
advantage on
keen perception. Yeah, so he has advantage on the perception. Yes.
and it's +2, right?
Yes.
+2. Well. And root again today. Oh my god, why do I suck today?
Welcome to my life.
Can I say, what have you done, Rich? Why am I having your luck?
Up ahead. Like, Toby goes on ahead. He can see the general surroundings. He does see something of a dip into a canyon where there is some destroyed ruins, like an old village or something like that, or maybe a temple that has long since been claimed by the sands. He can also see a small column of, or a small group even, of soldiers. But he can only really tell them by the shines of the light off of their armor.
We got soldiers, boys. Looks like meat's back on the menu.
Let's not get too close. I mean, on the off chance these soldiers aren't completely incompetent and manage to get the job done, we'll just kill them on the way out. But if they're all going to die, we'll let them die horribly before we go in and attack the weakened things. It's a flawless plan.
We're here to kill the Lamia, not to kill soldiers.
Well, I'm here to take the Lamia's head to boss guy. If the soldiers have got it, I've got to kill the soldiers to get it from. The soldiers are working for the Goliath Alliance. Well, technically, the Goliath Alliance are working for the same people the soldiers are working for. Trust me, the soldiers are bad.
Yet you want to kill people you haven't been sent to kill.
No, I want to complete my mission. I'm saying if they manage to get in and actually get the head, which is unlikely because they're probably not very good soldiers. But if they do, then I need to get the head. And the quickest way to get the head from people who won't want to give me the head is to kill them quickly.
Ariati, these soldiers want to work in tandem with the Yuan-Ti. They follow their ideals. And the Rangers are happy to follow whoever fulfills their requirements. They're not based on ideals. But I feel like you have ideals that are closely aligned to ours and would not want to strengthen people who align themselves with creatures like the Yuan-Ti, right?
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I said a lot of stuff. I am very heat-stroked right now.
I trust you guys. I trust you more than that man that came into camp.
Well, those soldiers work for that man.
If you say that they are with the Yuan-Ti, then I will believe you, although I have not seen it. But I am not comfortable with killing them.
Maybe
I
we
will,
just
I will
knock
not
them out
kill
and
them
steal the
unless
head
it's
if they kill it for us.
completely necessary. Yes, we can
If they
do that
attack-
if we want.
If they attack us first, or they attack you first, then I will kill them.
There's a fairly good chance if they see us, they'll attack us. We're not very well liked, is I think a polite way of saying it.
I don't think anyone who's famous is well liked. Not really.
Oh, you think we're famous?
Well, you were in my head. And everybody was talking about you before you got here.
Wow. I've never been famous
How
before.
far away am I from you, Ariati?
I am walking beside you because you're on Kapesk.
Well, I'm not going to be too subtle about it, but I'm just going to send a message and I'll be like, and I can be in your head still.
Kind of freeze, like. Why did
Are you okay? Do what?
Because
we were
I
just
am a
talking.
strange, strange person.
You made the words in my head.
Oh, she does that a lot. It's useful when we're not close to each other. In fact, you can even do it so that we can all do it to everyone. We can all talk to each other at the same time. But she hasn't done that
Yeah, I
for a
don't
while.
think we have time to do that now.
No, that's fine.
You can all talk
Anyway,
to each
go on.
other anyway. You have mouths.
Yes, but what if we need to stay silent if we're
Do
being
it in your
stealthy?
head.
Oh.
Alright, so what's the plan, guys?
To get a little closer and try and work out where the Cyclops is apparently guarding things and to see how the soldiers fare. So just keep getting
Okay.
forward.
Alright,
And
so
I
you start
think we're
making your way
sneaking.
forward.
Somewhat stealthily.
Alright, can I
As
get
stealthily as you
stealth
could be
roll-
on a giant
stealth
colourful
roll from
lizard.
you, please. And stealth roll from Kapesk as well, please.
Yeah. It's a straight dex roll.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, she is pink and purple and blue
Yes.
in a desert.
Kapesk doesn't want to hide. She wants to show off.
Standard Kapesk.
And from Verity as well, please.
I mean, I'm on Kapesk.
Yeah. Peas in a pod.
I kind of get
Okay,
caught up
so-
into the showboating where it's like,
Alright, so you make your way forward, sticking to the higher dunes as much as possible, behind rocks, and eventually up into ruined buildings, where the walls have since collapsed in. They're just sort of half cover walls, effectively. Keeping your eyes pierced, eventually you do see a absolutely humongous giant creature wearing raggedy ass, like a loincloth and like shorts even, like loads of bone pendants around its neck, carrying a huge spiked club with only one eye. He's patrolling the area around. And not too long later, you see a knight and a retinue of guards show up. The Cyclops immediately moves to engage him. However, another individual is with them, a robed person who casts a spell and stays there, just sort of like having his hands transfixed on the Cyclops, who immediately falls to his knees and looks blank-faced. While the guards rush off down ahead, down the canyon and out of sight.
How far away are these people?
About 200, 250 feet. You're sticking back to stay hidden.
Just checking what the range of a longbow is. So it's a disadvantage, but I could possibly try and hit him. Make his concentration, and then maybe he'd take out a few guards on the way. Quick, yes, no.
Which one?
The rogue guy.
Yeah, at the wizard holding the Cyclops. If I take him out,
Okay.
he's going to chase the guards, and we'll just go in after that.
And then
So
we
if
could
I'm
have
hiding
Malgan
and
as
it's a
Cyclops.
disadvantage, would it be a straight roll?
No, because you have this.
Okay.
It'll be it would be a straight roll. Yes. No,
Okey-doke.
because hold on.
Get triple advantage,
Yeah.
don't you?
No. It would be a straight roll.
Okey-doke. So yeah, I am going to try and shoot him, and I'm not even worried about necessarily killing him. It's just a concentration breaker, hopefully.
I'm just kind of touch his
29
shoulder
hit.
to be like, would it not be better to go in while he's...
That is a hit. Yep.
When you're asking this as the hour in the air now, so. Do I get sneak attack? 'Cause I'm assuming he's not expecting it.
No.
We're hoping the Cyclops will go after the other guy.
No, he's not. You have to get advantage on the attack, or
Okay, doke.
yeah. So you don't have advantage. So
That's
But the
fine.
other guys
It will
went
be
where we
our
want to go.
distraction.
The other guys
It
went where
will
we
be the
want to go.
distraction.
all right. So you fire, and it does. It is a remarkable feat of marksmanship. Rennas, your training, your experience really shines through in this regard. He will make a concentration check. He does succeed. He then immediately runs away whilst maintaining concentration, and he ducks behind one of the same walls that you guys are hiding behind, and you lose sight on him completely. The Cyclops maintains on his knees with a blank expression. He seems to continue being under some kind of enchantment.
Should we
Okay,
just
that
run
didn't
past?
quite get a plan. Well, if you run past, I feel he's going to drop concentration, and exactly the same is going to happen to us as I was trying to make happen to them. I feel the Cyclops is going to be an equal opportunities attacker. However, that is where we need to go. So, yeah, I mean, I guess so.
How is this working? Do we need to kind of like get it through a funnel system, like in the walls?
No. You're like in kind of an open desert area that there are walls of like collapsed buildings just skittered about. Like you can move cover to cover, or you can just go straight towards it. It's up to you.
Cover to cover?
I mean, he knows we're here at this point. Maybe just go straight there and try and save some time. Or we could wait here for the guys to come out and see if they come out and what the plan is from there and just attack them. Or, defend ourselves against them, Arri.
I mean, that's if they even kill the thing in the first place.
Let's go cover to cover and get closer and see what we can see. Maybe we can get eyes back on this wizard guy. Or this
Okay.
robed guy. I
Okay.
don't know if he's a wizard or not.
So out
Alright,
of
so you start
curiosity,
ducking.
is it a case
Yep.
of like, I know this isn't the map, but like we're here, they're here, where we need to go is here. Like if obviously this isn't the map, but
No.
The Cyclops is standing outside where we need to go, is he not?
Yes.
That's what I. So it is like literally a path.
It seems so. It looks like the entrance to where the Lamia is a funnel-based system. That's where the knight and the soldiers went down. The Cyclops is on the outskirts of that, where there's like open flat land around, which you guys can move towards him. They are So say you're coming in from the south west. They're coming in from the southeast.
How big is Capesk?
Large.
Oh yeah,
Large. Okay.
You're
Does
not
Capesk
Capesk.
fight
I know.
Ariati?
Hmm?
Does Capesk fight?
She more stands there looking pretty while I fight on her.
I'm thinking I could turn into a bird and carry us to the top of the walls of the funnel system so we can see what's going on. But I don't know if I'd be able to carry Capesk.
She is large.
And I think you wouldn't be too fond if I was to carry her, to leave her behind.
She can climb walls.
Oh.
Okay, well let's move closer forward then, and we'll see what we see if anything changes by the time we get close enough, and if nothing does, then we can look at just charging in and climbing walls or so on. So wall to wall, moving forward.
Okay. So as you start moving wall to wall, getting closer and closer, it takes you quite a few minutes into doing this. The Cyclops remains on concentration, and then when you get to the closest area, so you're probably about 30, 40 feet away from the Cyclops itself, you can see the soldiers are beginning to come out, and they seem to be dragging a half female, half kind of feline-like body, but it's podgy. It is bloated like hell, and there are green pus spots all over it. The hair is discolored and whitened, and the face is gnarled and rooted, like there's a fang that's like poking out of the cheek of the creature. You get the feeling that while this creature is, strange and a bit of a monstrosity, it shouldn't probably look like this. You get the feeling that this creature has been plagued by some sort of demonic taint. But it does appear to be dead, and they are currently dragging it out.
Luigi, is that her? Is that the thing we've come to kill?
Is it the thing that we've come to kill?
It does look like it.
Uh-huh. I think that's it.
Okay, there is. I probably ruined it with doing my stupid little arrow thing.
You do recognize the armor of the soldiers as Jukaya knights. What do you want to do? They are still dragging this creature out.
It might.
It's
Yeah.
not an army. It's not an army. It's a platoon.
Christian, how high are the walls around them?
It's slowly getting more visible and visible.
But no, how high is the walls of this funnel?
You're not in a tunnel. Starts from 3 feet. The further it goes, probably about 15, 20 feet or so. They're in the middle of the moment.
So the walls are
10
towering
feet.
above them, right?
Little, yeah.
If I was to shoot Disintegrate at one of the walls to create a landslide down onto them, how effective do you think that would be?
I'm just reading.
So the walls going up like that, so I was a chunk like that.
Is it DIS or DES?
DIS.
There we go. I mean, you can certainly try and see what happens.
Like, just because like a landslide onto these guys, onto like this area here.
Okay.
So it takes out as many of the soldiers as I can.
All right then. So,
Just watch that thing's
Verity,
head.
you immediately stand up, point your finger, and a greenish ray shoots out from it. Once it hits into the wall there, a small cubic force of it just and just immediately disintegrates. The wall there crumbles from the impact, and then it immediately begins toppling down on itself. I'm going to have them do dexterity saving throws.
Level 6 spell, come on, don't fuck up.
So that's a fail for the not the Jurassians, are they? It's supposed to be. Yeah, they are Jurassians. My apologies, not Jurassians. They're not Jukayan. They're Jurassians. The knight will succeed. So go ahead and roll a 3d10 for me, please, Verity.
I move there before I say, and a wild magic surge.
All good. So they immediately start collapsing downward, and the guards just go. Oh, ah! The knight is able to dodge their way out of it. He immediately turns around to see that his retinue has been crumbled by rocks. Their like fingers and their arms, legs distorted and jettisoning out of it. They immediately see you. Can I get initiative, please? I'll try to roll
Nicely
through
done,
this
Verity.
as well.
Yeah.
Like, I did put my rolls to be advantage, but for some reason I only rolled one, and I'm just gonna leave it as it is because it looks like it's pretty high anyway. But yeah, I assume Capesk will take any turn on my roll, or do you want me to roll for her as well?
No, she rolls on her own initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So top of the round is going to be Rennas.
So Rennas is going to take out a dagger and a shield and take a couple of steps forward and just shout out, "You're a bit far from the capital!" And then I'm going to stay there. I will hold an action to stab him if he comes close to me, or stab anyone bad if they come close to me.
He will shout out to his compatriots, "It's the traitors! Hurry, prepare the spell!" Alright, so that's Rennas' turn. Arri, you're up.
Okay, so I am going to bonus action rage. I could do a little chuckle beforehand, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, smack him with my axe.
Okay, go and roll an attack.
Nothing good comes. Oh, it's not meant to be advantage, but there you go. Probably not going to be enough.
14 will not be a hit against him, unfortunately. Hold up. Oh, Jason.
Okay. Right. And I get an extra attack, so I'll go for it anyway. I'll go for it again.
What?
Oh my god, that's even worse.
He just bolts on there. Millie had the rest of it.
Now it's to try and remember what on earth I actually get.
With 3 dice, you roll 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, both of my attacks are just absolute bollocks.
Okay. So yeah, so this man brings out his own great sword and sees you come in, and he just goes, "Detestable beast, have at you!" And you just begin exchanging blows again with each other. It is Kapesk's turn, unless you want her to do her legendary action at the end of your turn.
Okay, thank you though. She'll start like going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she'll basically be prepared to come and get me if she needs to.
Okay. So it's Philip Fell's turn. So he is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he is going to chop a piece of the somewhat exposed Lamia of basically a bit of her arm, and he's just going to tuck that away.
Attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you can take the opportunity. Yeah.
What on earth?
My God, out of 4 rolls, you've rolled 2, 3, 3, 4.
Yep. Madness.
And he starts making his way back. Verity, your turn.
Okay. So, I know there's a wizardly folk somewhere over there, right?
He is covered. Yes, I'd say he's got 3/4 cover.
So, sorry, just going through my spells real quick. I'm first going to cast. So let me just double check this. I'm going to cast Frost Step on myself.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to. Hold on, let me just roll Wild Magic.
So what was your first spell that you're casting, sorry?
I'm casting Frost Step, bonus action.
Oh, yes, Fast Step. Yep. Okay.
And I believe, casting bonus action. And I'm going to move behind this pillar. Would this give me cover?
Okay.
And then I guess I have an action. I'm going to Ray of Frost, which I have. I think I can get Sir Philip Fell in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Ray of Frost. Sorry.
Make a ranged spell attack against him, please.
Sorry, I did hit it. It's just taking it.
Yep, that'll be a hit against Sir Philip Fell. Roll damage.
Nice. 3d8 cold. And he loses 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, he does. So it's 10 feet of cold damage. Okay. It is the mage's turn. It's being used at the moment.
Also, my spell attack bonus should be plus 13. I'll fix that in my thing now.
No worries. All right, so Ray of Frost shoots across the sands, hits the knight in the armor, and he gets encompassed in it. He just tries to break it as he's moving along with the Lamia arm in his hands. The mage sees this. He ends concentration on the Cyclops, who just goes. He's going to move up here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to cast a spell.
Sorry, where is he? My thing's in the way of the map.
Here. Yeah.
Sorry, my sheet is in the way of the map. How far is he from me?
feet.
70 feet.
Okay. And he's casting a spell, right?
Yes.
Can I make out what spell he's casting?
Make an Arcana check, please.
Arcana.
You cannot tell. Not at that distance, unfortunately.
I'll counter spell at level 3 anyway.
Okay, so the spell immediately fails. Damn it! He will then use the last of his movement to start sliding down. And he's going to hold his main action. He was trying to bonus action Misty Step down there. So he will hold his main action.
I rolled a 2 on my wild magic,
Oh, yes.
and I got a 20.
Let's see what happens.
If I become a puddle, I will not be impressed.
No. And I think you know who I'm going to be choosing.
2 creatures within 60 feet of you. That is wearing metal armor.
Well, that is Sir Philip.
I think he's the only one who's wearing metal armor, so he...
I'm going to guess the sorcerer isn't.
roll a d4 for me, please.
He's feeling hot.
So for 2 rounds, his armor immediately sets on fire in the effect of heat metal. Okay. Alright, so it is Cyclops' turn. He is going to look around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He immediately sees you, Rennas. He's going to bring his great club down onto you. He has multi-attack. 21 and 20. First attack, 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
I will uncanny dodge that bastard,
Down
and
to
hope he does
13.
less on the next one.
The second one is 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Much better.
So that is 27 points of damage in total. As you see Rennas just try to get away, he just gets whacked with this gigantic club. You see him almost go flying. You do a few backflips away through the air and just land on the feet. I mean, that hurt, but you're strong. You've been hit harder before. Alright. Does Capes want to do anything at the end of that turn?
Yeah, she'll do a legendary action. Why not?
Okay. Okay, so as Capes sees Rennas get struck and the Cyclops right before her, she poses. Okay, Rennas, it's your turn.
Because why
I
not?
looked up at this Cyclops, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It was that bellend that fucking did magic on you. And then I'm just going to... Yeah, then I'm just going to run away.
Okay.
I will take the opportunity attack. No, I am not.
Okay.
I will jump down this slidey thing too, assuming I'm not dead.
26.
Also hits.
17. Corcascunde!
I'll take the 17. Done some damage to me, like. So,
They hit hard.
how much movement will it take me to move down the little slope?
Oh, 5 feet.
Happy days. Rah! And I can make it to him.
Okay.
Bonus action with my dagger of venom to activate it. And stab the little bitch.
Alright, make an attack roll.
24.
That is it. That is it. Roll damage.
Dagger of venom.
So he needs to make a con save.
Didn't do the venom damage for some reason, but fine.
Natural
That's
20.
definitely a pass anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
So you stab into him. He resists the poison being spread into his body. However, you have hurt him. It's like stabbing the dagger through his literal plate armor. And you remember, plate armor used to be quite tough for you to get through. Now, it carves almost as easily as butter.
There's always little nicks and holes to stab things through. But that will be my turn.
Okay, Arrit, you're up.
Okay, I'm enraged. The big guy close by gets smacked.
Yep.
Oh my god, what is going on with my rolls?
13 is a miss. You
That's
swing,
3 in a row.
and it bounces off of his head armor. He just goes, ho, 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 ho.
Okay, so I'm just gonna...
You know you can make reckless on any of these attacks, right?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna actually type in my rolls, because the 13 is pissing me off. There we go.
Natural 20. There we go. Roll damage.
And I got a thingy. Where it is, the thingy. Let's send the thingy.
That's right.
So, 2 additional dice.
So that's an additional 2d12.
Yeah. So it is 1d12 plus 3 because I'm raging.
Yep. That d12 will be doubled on the damage.
And then 2 additional d12.
14. That's 14. 17. 19.
And then a 1, because why not?
29.
I don't
That's
think
29
that
points of
has
damage
anything
against
for
him.
once.
Plus your strength.
Oh yeah, plus my strength, which is plus 5.
So 34 points of damage. So you, as he lost it, you swing it around and honestly scrape the axe into his leg, and he just goes, "Gah!" And Verity, you see this happen. Arrit's strong.
And
Anything else for you, Arrit?
No,
Go,
that'll
Gecko!
be... Oh, I shall bonus action bite.
Okay. Hum. That's a hit. Roll damage.
Just trying to figure out if there's anything funky I do with... is bite class as a melee attack? If not, get rid of that 3?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then the 3 stays.
So it's 12
and
points of damage.
Gain temporary hit points equal to my constitution modifier, which I think is 1. Woohoo! I get 1 temporary hit point.
It is Kapesk's turn.
Kapesk is going to stay back because she knows she's weak, and against something that big, she'll be useless.
So she will pose.
Yeah. She'll being all inspiring and pretty, just voguing it up, you know?
So Philip looks at you, Rennas, with the forcing his way from the ice that is encased around him, and he will say, "Better luck next time, traitors." And he will use his action to move towards the mage and reach out to grab his hand. Yes, he does need to take heat metal damage. You're right.
Oh, nice.
How much damage does that even do? Is it 2d6? 2d8?
Also, I genuinely think heat metal has issues. Like, if he is not able to remove the armor, then he gets disadvantage on something. It's something like that, which is why I kept it as a spell.
Well, I'm just giving him free fire damage. So that is a hit.
Take 7 damage. The
And he needs to make
little
a con
minimum
save.
I could do.
21 on the save.
It's only on the first one. I think it's gone now, even though he resisted it, the poison's still gone from the venom dagger, so it was only the first one it's on.
Right. Okie dokie. So with that, he reaches out and grabs the mage's hand who's sliding down, and you see the mage activate his held spell, and they both disappear.
You cowards!
Verity, it's your turn.
Well, darn. I guess we just got the thingy now, right? The ogre.
Hold on. Oh, sorry. He's lucky, but no, because he still cast Misty Step. So you can't do 2 magic spells in one action. On one turn. So he did Misty Step even though it was counterspelled, so he wouldn't have been able to do that straight away.
You can only do a spell lower level than your initial spell
Yeah, that's right.
after.
And up with the magic knowledge.
Fuck me. Well, then I shall redact that movement and wait until their next turn then. So then I'll give the guy an action, the mage an action back. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please, Rennas?
No, I can't. You know I can't. See?
Alright, so he would have cast Suggestion at you as his action. Oh, wait, he can't fucking do that because that's a 2nd level spell. Fuck's sake.
That's still a spell.
Fuck's sake. He'll fucking cast Magic Missile at fucking Rennas then. 1, 2, 3. So 6, 7. That's 10 points of force damage against you, Rennas.
1 second. What does the Gloves of Snaring do against Magic Missile? I'm sure they do something.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Alright, fine. Then yes.
It's
Sorry,
the breach of shielding you're thinking of.
Yes, probably. All is good.
Okay.
I will take that damage.
So Sir Philip Fell will take the dodge action at the end of his turn then. Alright, Verity, you're up.
So that magey dude,
Yep.
I'm gonna blight him.
Okay.
He needs to make a
Seems-
Constitution save, please.
Yep.
DC
Natural 20.
plus anything?
Natural 20.
Spell save DC 20.
So,
Wow.
So he had to make a natural 20 to succeed then.
Yeah.
That was a
Insane.
Constitution check, not a Constitution save.
Yeah, he does. I don't have the I don't have the save for him. He's not proficient in it, so I just have to roll Constitution.
Gotcha.
Okay. The fail saved. Okay, so he
It's
still
six-
takes
it's
8d8.
half damage. Half damage.
So, sorry, bear with me whilst I get my dice in a row. So he'll take half of this necromantic damage. That's 19.
Is 19.
No, 18.
18. So you see him just go. His skin almost turns to black ash. However, he just about stays on his feet. He's got 8 hit points left.
And I would have moved closer in order to do that. I'm gonna move. So what is the?
Is there anything else you're going to do, Verity, on your turn?
Sorry, just gonna roll wild magic real quick.
Okay.
6, we're
All
good. Just thinking with my bonus action whether I wanted to move or do I want to attack him again?
Make a choice. Trying to rush this along because three players have not been able to play tonight.
I was sorry. I would have moved. Like my plan was to bonus action, 5-step, 60 feet.
Yep.
Over to here and then like run up here with the rest of my movement so I'm behind this wall for cover.
Okay. All right. So at this one, he is going to.
But I can still see them.
Spell. Yep. He's that mage is going to cast a spell, grabbing the hand of the knight.
Counter spell, bitch!
What level? What level?
Level 4!
He will counterspell you at level 4 then.
Can he use a reaction on his
Actually, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use your reaction to do that. Actually, to be fair, what I'll do is I'll have him do an intelligence check or an arcana check to see if he recognises what you're doing and what level you're
See if we
casting
can match
at.
the level. Yeah, that's fair.
11. All right, so I'm going to have him burn a 6th level spell slot to do that because he doesn't know what level you're casting it at. But then he will use his action to teleport. Okay, so it is the Cyclops' turn. The Cyclops will focus on the creature closest to it, which is Arri. 26 and 16.
26
What's
does
your armor
hit, though.
class? Okay,
My
so
AC is 17.
20V reduced to 11 bludgeoning damage. Alright, Rennas, you're up.
That has
So
to
I
make a
really am
PC
just
as
trying to
well.
rush it.
Yeah,
Constitution-
Rennas is.
Oh, that's the wrong
fucking
one.
healthy.
I'm sending out the wrong one because I'm a dick.
Yeah.
I do have a thing where it's Rage and Storm. Not Relentless Rage. Immediately after a creature hits you, they got to make a dexterity saving throw, and on a failed save, they take so it's a
11.
fail, and they take 16 fire damage.
Okay. So, as the Cyclops hits Arri, she explodes in fire, almost as if she was the girl on fire. Rennas, you're up.
Rennas runs up and stabs a Cyclops.
Okie dokie. That is a hit. Sneak attack applies.
When damage modifiers aren't going on, I don't fucking know why.
That's minimum damage as well. Fucking
23. Yeah, that's twice of the minimum damage.
So, Aris, as you burn him, you feel a slight tap on your head. You look up. Rennas has jumped off the top of your head to reach up and just slash this creature across the face before tumbling down to the side as the Cyclops goes.
Don't mind me.
Arri, it is your turn.
One. I assume that hits.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
I am just gonna roll it just so I can click the damage thing because it's just easier.
Yep. And I'll consider that your second hit as well because that will also hit.
Okay. And then that's the damage for my second hit.
25, 28, 31 points of damage. So you follow up by just jumping on top of its chest and just embedding your axe into it several times as he's clutching onto his chest and his face. He's very, very hurt. You rush forward with a bite towards his jugular. Roll damage on that. And you tear out his clavicle. He falls backwards and ceases to move. And with that, you all take a deep breath as combat has come to a close.
Okay. Whilst I still have the far stuff up, I'm just going to vamp around and see if there's anything good hiding around anywhere.
Make an investigation check.
A disadvantage because I suck. And I'm tired with heat stroke. I can't
Also, to the other team, I apologise I've taken so long to get to you. I appreciate your appreciation. I really am.
Just quickly before we finish with us, I'd like to go and check the Lamia person. Does she still have a head?
She still has a head, yes.
I will cut the head off, because that's what we were told to bring back. He can have fun with his arm.
Alright.
And yeah, I guess we start making our way back, but I'm guessing that's it.
Alright. Verity, you do find a ring in the oasis. It's a bit rusty, but has a black gem on top of it.
Pocket that for later.
Okay.
Not ring with a black gem. Put it on.
You pick it up, put it in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So as you pick it up, you stare at it.
And I'm
That's
about to
nice.
get cursed.
It looks nice. You feel a compulsion to put it on. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Me.
Getting
Yeah,
Greenfold
nobody's there.
flashbacks. Just, you've got a ring instead of me with the dagger.
Oh, my wisdom's not that good either. I mean,
You can.
yeah.
You do you want to use your luck roll?
I will.
Okay.
And it should be normal because saving throws are just normal. Thank you, Seth.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
So just normal wisdom save when it decides to roll. Sorry if twos come through. What the hell?
Yeah. So you
They
cannot
really,
help
really
but
want me to
feel
put
the
on the ring.
compulsion to put it on to your middle finger, and it looks beautiful. It looks alive.
Looks
And you
right.
see tiny little blades out the middle of it, and it immediately starts spinning on your finger. I want you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Am I about to lose my middle finger? I use that finger a lot.
You're able to just maintain, grab onto the ring itself and stop it from spinning. However, it digs very deep into your finger and it starts bleeding profusely. You do take 4 points of piercing damage. However, you have stopped the ring from cutting your finger off. However, it is embedded in your skin very tightly, and you cannot see any way to get it off.
Well, hopefully Korgrin will have remove curse ready when we get back, so...
Multiple spell slots available to do it. Turn Harry back.
We work
Remove
on
your
two
ring.
curses without
Because we're
y'all.
never going off on our own again.
Capesk finally finishes posing as Arret, you spit out the Cyclops blood from your mouth and look at Rennas and Verity.
Smile on my
And,
face, all spiky teeth, blood everywhere.
And even with the head for Lamia, you get the feeling that by the time you get back to the Rangers, the deal would have been made. It may appear that the king has won this round.
What?
That's what happens when we all roll dog shit and we can't hit anything and fucking nothing happens.
But we had the head.
They may
Yeah.
have
The
taken
art.
an arm.
They had the art. They took all. They
They're going to get
went
back
away with an
first.
arm. I mean, you can get back there and see the whole face, but it looks like from the outset that they'll get back there with proof of the kill first.
So confused.
Meanwhile, back in Parfadelen, Korgrin, Russ, and Otti, unless you explicitly did not want to, you have left Zaphus in that cave to practice more magic so that he, in his own words, can get stronger.
Man seemed pretty determined and We felt, at least Korgrin felt certainly very responsible for putting him in that position, so I wouldn't have dragged him back.
Oh, yeah, I would have left him where he was, but I would have asked him where the book was now.
He left it in your library, or like your collection of books that have been, like there are like old stuff scattered around your keep that you just haven't looked at.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So you find yourselves in your keep, sitting down at the table. Evening is fast approaching.
So what day is this?
This will be
Is this
Tuesday.
second day?
this will be quite literally the same time as the second day. So this will be literally
Okay.
the same time that Verity, Rennas, and
They're
Arri
trekking.
have well, they've I'd say at this precise moment they're actually fighting. So
Fair enough. I mean, we kind of said we would wait for them, so
Is there nothing else we could do in the meantime? They're taking a while longer than we thought.
I mean, Verity did kind of say in the sending that they were going to hunt a Lamia
yeah.
for the Rangers, so we can only wait until they come back. We can't really go anywhere ourselves. I don't think. Is it Arwis that knows teleportation? She can activate the
Yes,
teleportation
yes.
circle.
Yeah, Arwis can activate the teleportation circles.
The only other thing I could think of that might be reasonably quick is we could go see the Ilhara Velans. They're kind of already on side. They kind of view me as a god. No, I'm not joking. A 3-day flight and a teleport back for Evotidrex might be a bit long. They may be back by the time we return. Anyone else we don't really have any means of direct teleportation to. Not that can be dealt with reasonably quickly, at least.
Actually, not a bad idea. I kind of like. I don't want to be sitting around waiting for them because otherwise we'll start panicking about where they are, and then Verity will get themselves in even more trouble. And I think we need to go and do something else in the meantime. Really.
We don't know how we don't know how long they take, and we're kind of a bit short in time just now.
I certainly know what you mean. It doesn't feel great to just be sitting around. That's fair enough.
We have to go and tell.
You guys are just very efficient. The rest of the team, they're just chaos incarnate.
Yeah. Yeah, we trusted the 3 chaotic people together.
Yeah,
It's
we
just
are.
kind of-
Literally chaos.
Sorcerer that explodes regularly. The rogue with the glint in his eye for a bit of shine, and
Ranger turned puddle turned barbarian who can't hit anything.
which we don't know, but you
she's-
know,
She does get quite mad at things, so
yeah. There's a hint of anger issues there.
yeah.
She
In
does
the
quite
Ranger,
literally-
100%.
She does explode on fire if she hits things enough. So
True. Has committed murder. Ugh.
Haven't we all?
We definitely split this the wrong way, didn't we?
A little bit, yeah. There's they have no parental figure with them, and we've got both parents here. I kind of look at Otti as I say that. Just,
Well, what's done is done. We can
Aye.
just hope they get home safe, and in the meantime, try and.
I mean, they were going to 2 different groups. They said they were going to the Tippers and they were going to try and get the Rangers. So who knows? They might have been given a handful of tasks. But if you're feeling up for it, we can go potentially pay a visit to the Ilhara Velans. If things go Pete Tong, I can always word of recall us out of there in a heartbeat.
Okay,
Sounds
well,
good.
I'm happy to go and tell Right Stag that we appreciate his offer to fly us over there, but we'll put it on hold for now.
Sure.
In the meantime, I'd like to go and tell Loic what we're doing as well.
Fair.
Okay.
While Korgrin gets prepped for meeting whoever can teleport us.
That's Arwis, the lady in the bottom left corner.
Oh, she does not look nice.
She's very nice.
I'll zoom in. No, she's alright.
She was kept as a slave by the drow.
No, I thought she had a face of decomposing flesh, but I think it's just her makeup is intense.
Intense. That's one way of putting it. Yes.
Oh, is she the one with the arm that grew back, or that didn't grow back, rather?
No, that is Olivia in the middle right.
Sorry, I'm god awful with names.
To be fair, you've not been introduced to these characters and had zero interaction with them, so I don't blame you.
Even if I did, honestly, I'm a lost cause.
Fair enough.
I mean, Otti would do our usual thing of like, Aris, she was a prisoner with Elle, who's very, very spiritually inclined, and they were kept by the drows, and we helped them out, and they're now okay. They're good people. They're good people, deep down.
Who, you mean the drow? Or you mean Arwis and Elle?
Arwis and Elle.
Okay, right. Just clarifying.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yes, the drow's worship of the spider god is wholesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, Russ, you have seen this Ella around. She is breathtakingly beautiful. You have to take a double look, but you actually realise that she is one of celestial blood. She is what's known as an Asima.
Arwis is a full elf who has
Yes.
magical capabilities, but was stifled in her teaching.
Yeah.
Because the drow just wanted to pick and choose what spells she should learn and know.
Mhm.
Very powerful mage, absolutely no training.
Yeah. Though Verity has been teaching her a couple of things.
So, I suppose Otti's going over to Reichstag, Russ is
Yeah.
going to Loic, I'll go to Arwis.
Okay.
Will I be able to take the book from the library that Zaffa said with me to Reichstag?
Make an investigation check to see if you can find this book, please.
You're smart, Otti, you can do this.
25.
Easy.
You have a brief look around, and you do actually find it. It looks like it's been recently interacted with, along the other books that still have a little fine layer of dust about them. It's in a very, very old Elven language. Do you speak Elven?
I am just
Or read
having
Elven.
a look now. I do not speak it. I don't have
Okay.
comprehend languages prepared.
Okay,
I
well,
can ritual
Loic
cast it,
or
but
you know, ritual casting comprehend languages would be easy. So in that 10 minutes, you do that. So reading its pages, it seems that eons ago, when elves still walked this world in abundance, there was an age of discovery when humanity, or just mortals, began discovering the graces of gods. And in that there was a mad rush to try and learn as much about the gods as possible, and during that, other entities were discovered that belonged to different realms. Now, they themselves were not gods, but they were incredibly powerful beings that the gods were either wary of or jealous of, in terms of, as they were on the other side of the divine gate, and as such could potentially manipulate the material realm, whereas gods could not do that because of the divine gate. These creatures, however, operated in a completely alien sense, often unknown to mortal minds. No matter how much hard they tried or how much they studied, the machinations of some of these creatures were just completely beyond understanding. However, it was soon to be found that some of these creatures did find use in mortals, and on occasion a deal could be made between mortal and higher creature or extra-dimensional creature, for mutual gain. A site was built as more of a ritual to contact these extraplanar creatures in order to determine or seal a pact, an exchange or a deal. It often started with just an exchange of information. You promise to do a deed, and in return, a question will be answered for you. But soon enough, it evolved into what is considered the first pacts and the first order of warlocks. And then, like, going through the book, it looked like warlocks was a very exclusive group. Very, very high upper class elves were the only ones who did them, until eventually the word got out that any Joe Blog could become a warlock so long as they had the right stuff to offer an extraplanar demon. And then as these entities interacted more with mortals, they realized that there are alternative means into the material realm beyond just the site that they had built to contact them. And so the site eventually just fell into disuse and was sealed as it was no longer required.
Is that information directed at the Great Old One, or are there any other deities, people that they worship mentioned in here?
This is just a general sense of information in regards to the first warlocks. It doesn't go into true detail about the names and the activities of these extraplanar entities. It is just quite literally an expose on that temple and the first order of warlocks.
Right, okay, that makes sense. Okay.
So, you will take that book to Reichstag, is that correct?
Yeah, reading on the journey.
Okay. So, Russ, you head on over to Loic, who is currently strategizing and planning.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Loic, do you have a minute?
Oh, yes, my fellow half-elf brother. Please come in. I'll always make time for one who has suffered as I have.
Okay, sure. I'll walk in and I won't close the door. It's fine. It's open book. So you're aware that the other half of our team is in the desert by the frontier?
Yes, they were trying to establish allies in that area at the moment.
Yeah, we received a brief message. We're not sure they're coming back too soon, so me, Korgrin, and Otti thought we may head off to the Arrabella to try and gain some headway. Yes.
Well, I mean, if Korgrin's high and mighty God would have let them do such a thing, then go right ahead. We could use all the help we can get.
I just feel we're trying to... The issue's quite time sensitive, and we're trying to fit whatever we can in wherever we can fit it. Just...
I appreciate the update. Do you need anything from me?
I don't think so. We were going to ask Arwis for help teleporting, if there's any issues with that, maybe. But other than that, just keep an eye out and maybe keep the other team updated if they return.
All right. Well, I've got my scouts out there at the moment. I'm expecting a major update within the next few days. So if you want to be the first to hear it, keep yourself, be back by then.
We'll try our best.
All right, well, I won't keep you any longer.
All right, wish us luck.
Good luck. Okay,
I'll head out.
Okay. Korgrin, who do you speak to?
Arwis.
Okay, so you find Arwis outside at the moment. She's currently planting some turnips and potatoes in the garden. She's got like dirt-filled fingers and dirt-filled aprons, and just she looks happier. Like she's finally discovered a hobby.
She
goes,
honest to God's work, that is.
Hi, hi, Korgrin. Hi.
Hello, Arvis. How are you doing?
Things grow really quickly here. It's neat.
Yeah. No, you're very right. It is a wonderful place, and it's quite the haven. Are you feeling up for casting a couple spells for us?
Yeah, sure. I haven't cast anything today. I'm good to go.
Awesome, that's splendid. We're looking to go to Ilhara. If you
You
think you
see
could
her
get it.
shadows just go over her eyes.
I know it's a big ask. We're not asking you to come with us. I can get us back. Don't worry.
Just make a not a persuasion roll. Just make a general charisma check, please.
How willing is she going to be? Am I going to have to twist the arm, or is she going to... Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, God!
Yeah.
Oh, fucking God!
You're gonna have to
So-
remove her arm, mate.
Yeah, she looks at you and she goes.
Teleport us!
She looks at you and she says,
Christ.
I really don't want to, but I will do as you ask. Okay? Please
Sorry.
don't make me go back there.
I won't. Don't. This is just us three. Have no fear. You're not going back there. You're not going anywhere you don't want to go ever again. Don't worry. We'll keep you safe.
The nightmare's finally turned into a dream. Please don't make it to go back.
I'll hold my fist up to my chest and a hand up, so kind of like that, and just, I solemnly swear on this dwarf's good beard.
Thank you. You do have a very good beard.
The secret is brushing every day.
What's brushing?
It's a lot to brush. It's a good 10 minutes, morning and night, at least.
But what is brush?
Oh, I kind of just bring out like a crude rudimentary brush that I would use for my beard. It's kind of sharp bristles, usually from other hairs of coarser animals.
I know that. I had to rub the center with it occasionally.
Yeah, but you do it with your hair, so I just kind of demonstrate my beard and my hair. Makes it feel nice and light and silky. I'll get you one if you'd like.
Really weirded out by that. She's like, "That's for animals."
Oh no, you get them for yourself. There are animal ones and there are people ones.
Well, I think I'll give it a miss for now. I mean, Loic, he said he likes my natural look.
Loic would say that, wouldn't he? Mm-hmm. Korgrin just kind of puts together the half elf liking the full elf and just go, all right, okay. It's the ears, I bet, but all right. That's fair enough. I mean, you are an attractive young woman. I don't actually know how old you are, but I'd not guess that old. I don't know how.
Neither do I, to be honest. The drow didn't keep track of my birthdays.
Well, I'll make sure that we throw something special for you. A party, not like we're going to throw. We're not going to actually throw anything. It's a saying.
I was going to say I don't want to clean up if you break it.
No, understandable. Don't worry. It's a celebration, a joyous occasion. Maybe the anniversary of when you left. How does that sound?
I mean, sure. I don't really know, but okay.
We'll get something sorted for you. Don't you worry. I give her a sly wink.
Well, I'll go wait by the barrier, I guess, and wait for you to turn up, and then I'll go do the cast. I'll cast the spell or whatever.
As much as Korgrin would like to reach out and kind of just touch her arm, he won't. And he'll just go, Thank you, Arris.
She pats herself down, gets the dirt off of her, and ventures off into the village of Parfdelen.
I'll reconvene with Otti and Russ.
Okay.
Otti, were you coming back, or were you meeting us there?
I mean, you have to go past his house. You
True.
probably I would have been
Meet you there.
dawdling or reading, so you might have actually
Yeah.
passed me on the way over there.
Gotcha. I'll wait by the barrier too then, and wait for you to turn up.
Okay. So, Otti, you make your way over to Reichstag's tent. He is inside at the moment, currently eating on a pannet of grapes. Blitwing is there.
Is Blitwing feeding
She
him the
is-
grapes with the?
Yeah, she is actually.
Of
She's
course.
like,
Of course.
they see you enter and they like immediately beam and smile. And Reichstag goes, "Ah, blessed I am to see the paragon of justice again so soon."
Kind of smile and be like, "It's only a quick visit, just to let you know that we're gonna go and go somewhere else first."
Okay.
And because you know the logistics of, I mean, you know those three. The other three are mad. They're crazy.
Oh, the fun ones, yes.
The fun ones, yes. They're doing something in the desert at the
I
moment.
believe they're the ones that tried to get me drunk that one time.
Did they?
It was just after you won at the arena, and I met with you in the tavern underneath, and they heavily encouraged my drinking. And Blitwing just goes, "Did they? I only partook a little bit, Blitwing. Did you?"
I'm just gonna. Oh dear.
Like stags under the thumb.
I did not make a fool of myself. It was purely some simple drinks, Blitwing. Well, if you'd like to go see my father, you come and let me know when you are ready. I am here. I am healthy as a fiddle again. My injuries from my battle with Vectra have faded, so if you need me to go into battle, I'm here. I'm ready.
I would say perfect, but it's not a perfect situation, so it's not perfect. But I'm glad to hear that you are better. I'm
Before you
hoping-
go,
Yeah.
Otti, last we met, before the other day, you looked different. Did something happen out there in the world to you?
A lot happened out there.
You carry I don't know if I want to call it a burden or a pain or a wound or something, but something weighs on you. I can see it, and I only ask as a friend. Are you okay?
There are more important things to worry about at the moment, and making sure that everyone is in line.
Whilst I agree with that sentiment, make sure you do not forget about your own feelings.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a tough half-orc. I'll be absolutely fine.
And I am a dragon. To deny our feelings, to deny who we are, that would make us no better than the enemy we fight. Those who have no feelings, no sadness, no pity, no remorse. What sets us aside from them is our capacity to feel. And yes, whilst feelings can be bad, sometimes, it's what make us people.
It's what makes us worth fight. Gives us a reason to fight, and it gives us a reason to carry on what we're doing. And
It does.
hopefully one day, once this is over, I'll be okay. But at the moment, I need to be okay. This is a good distraction.
I trust your judgment in this matter. Well, all the best, Otti. Goodbye, Otti. It's always a nice surprise to see you.
Please don't go too hard on him, Blitwing. It was kind of their
Oh, well.
fault. It wasn't his fault.
As in being that several hundred years old, he should know better. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not an ancient dragon yet, Blitwing. I still have some youth in me.
Okay, I'll leave this argument alone and just walk out.
Yeah, okay. You see them, their nostrils begin to breathe out smoke as they look at each other.
It's going to get warm in there tonight, and not for the right reason.
Alright. So, as you walk out, you can see just across from Path of Den, and you can see Korgrin and Russ walking together.
I kind of just shout out, wait up, wait up!
And so that's when I told her to, oh, Otti!
Who are you telling what?
Nothing, just catching Russ up on stories and events and filling in a little bit on Ilharavelle.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, I'm completely aware of everything that's happened so far.
Oh, when you came out and you were absolutely exhausted, I've never seen you so pale in all your life.
I've never been so pale in all my life. PTSD flashback, just 1,000-yard stare. Shakes it off.
Did you tell Russ about the time you just banished a Tarask for several hundred years?
No, I was getting to that part. We're still doing the anus invasion of the demon spider.
Oh, yes.
Ah.
What was it? What was his name? Cuddles or something like that.
I think Cuddles is about right. So the Queen, right? She invited me to stay over. She had a female boner for my granddad, Kane, you know, and she.
We all.
She very big into her bondage, but you know, not on the receiving end, but on the giving end. And I think she more worked out some frustration on me rather than, you know, work some frustration out on me. Very unpleasant experience. Would not recommend it to anyone. If you need a dominatrix, don't go to a drow.
Then I give the 1,000-yard stare.
No, it's all the legs put me off, usually.
She was visually stunning. It was her spider that accompanied her everywhere that was actually a demon that was not, that I ended up having more interaction with than the actual drow queen. Anyway.
Well, let's, honestly, if the attraction's still there...
Oh no, she's dead. I killed her.
Okay. I was gonna say, I don't really have too much of an issue with using you as bait, if you were okay with that, of course.
Don't you have her? Who has her soul?
Yeah, her soul's still in the spell storage ring. We still haven't done anything with that.
I believe I've got the spell
to?
storing ring, and I believe I'm still wearing it because I've got counterspell in it.
We still don't really know what to do with her soul. I still feel really bad. It's like I lift this curse from you that you will not go to your god, and then ends up cursing her to not go to her god and spell eternity in a spell storage ring. So,
I mean, there is someone around who could.
Yeah, we know fucking certain head necromancer Thagan, you know.
I mean, I'm just saying, Russ hasn't actually met Gatan yet, so.
No. We're thinking on this.
We're protecting Fiona from Gatan.
Do you want to go and check in on your investment, at least?
No, we'll do that when everyone's back and everyone can enjoy the investment reveal.
Please don't laugh like that. That makes me really worried.
He's given the fucking
okay.
skeletal dragon giant bony
Alright.
tits.
Alright, well, I shall laugh as Catan then.
Anyway, moving swiftly on through town.
Also, I just tossed my cat on the radiator and I didn't realize the radiator was on, so I just accidentally burned my cat.
You are
Hello,
a
999.
cat. So, as you guys begin making your way to the side of the barrier, people here are. There's a sense of camaraderie in the air, but you can tell just on the outskirts of the town, the half elves are training pretty much daily now. You can see a fresh batch of equipment has come in with Wade's insignia on them, and you can see people getting equipped with armors, weapons, and the like. People nod towards you. Some even bow out of the way. There is a sense of a lot of respect here. People look to you for guidance.
I cast guidance on them.
Fight me!
Fuck off, Sane!
Fight me!
He's getting closer. Run!
Yeah, he is getting closer.
I've just given us away. I've given away the position. Oh no!
You see fucking Sane sprinting. He's about 200, 250 feet away from you, but he is sprinting at you, shouting this, "Fight me!"
No, don't give him inspiration.
It'd be entertaining.
So, Korgrin begins running.
Very slowly.
Oh!
Russ would like to do a slow like speed walk alongside him just to show that he's kind of
Still 25 foot sprinting, that's 50.
If you're trying to hide from him, maybe you don't have a giant flag strapped to your back.
I didn't say I had my flag on.
I mean, I would assume you did, but
Yeah, I know.
that's how he can sort of
It's
see
the new
you
toy. It's the new toy. It's
I know,
going to
it's
be
like,
on.
it's how he's going to see you in the crowd, because it's like, you know when how do you find a turtle in a store? They put a balloon on it, don't they?
How dare you? How dare you do this to me?
Fight me! However, Sane chases you guys across Pathfinder to the edge, where you see Aris on the side. When you reach her, she takes you outside and begins to cast Teleportation Circle. And you guys are whisked away just prior to saying, catching up to you and blowing the shit out of everything.
One day I will have a 1v1 duel against him again. Properly. One day.
If you want, I can be invisible and help from that.
You can just give me inspiration. I can use to beat the shit out of him.
I might give him inspiration as well, but it's fine.
Just make it fair.
Yeah.
Roll a d20. Odds is him, evens is me.
Alright. So that strange crushing sensation overcomes you all. But it ends as quickly as it comes, and you find yourself in a dark, dark place. Does everybody have dark vision?
I do.
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just
Yeah,
Dragonborn and humans that don't, really.
You find yourself in a decrepit old hut. A cabin of sorts. Half knocked in. There's been a little bit of traffic recently that disturbed the area. It might have been from when you guys were last here not too long ago. Except for you, Russ. You walk outside and you find yourself in that long, etching cave. You begin traversing down it and you walk past the location where you struck Ulara down. And their bodies are still there. They've been somewhat fed upon by the critters.
Interesting.
As these two stare at it, Russ, you notice a female drow with long silver hair. She looked like she could have been very beautiful in real life, a bit pale.
I did crush her skull, just as a heads up, when I killed her.
Oh, yeah. So, well, then, you can't tell what she looked like. You can tell that she had a very athletic body in a very tempting body, shall we say. The way she dressed was very provocative. A bit covered in dried blood and somewhat rotted away now. But whoever this person was in life, they seemed important. A couple of drow priestesses around that are also dead. Russ, I don't think you've ever seen a drow before. No, you have. You've seen Nightbite. So, yeah, basically you see more female Nightbites here. You continue on to the end of the cave, to the part where it did collapse. There's a small little cropping, like an excavation, shall we say, where you have to slide through one by one to get out into that gigantic open cave. And that is where you see, Russ, you are underground by a significant portion. You are in the Underdark. In the center of this gargantuan cavern cave, like, it is miles and miles and miles, but it is illuminated by neon purple fields that bounce off the walls and the caves, kind of lighting it all up really, so you get a good eyesight. There is a large bridge that goes across one side of the field that has collapsed on one end of it. That the bridge connects to the cave, to the cavern wall, for a small entrance up there. There is a large mound in the center of the cavern that has been blown away, and now there is a huge gaping hole where something massive fell down. And on to your left, on the other end of the cavern, is what I can only describe as a drilling hole that blasted through bedrock and beyond. Like when you cut into ice with the lasers, it just leaves that fine imprint, that smooth surface of a tunnel. That is what you're looking at on one end. Something happened here. Something huge. And you're just seeing really the aftermath of it all. From Otti and Korgrin's perspective, near the bridge, you can see the erection of new buildings. There's not a whole lot of them, but there is still a significant portion. There's more than you'd expect it to be. They are rebuilding.
That's good to hear, at least.
Are there any banners, colours flying that would indicate that
The knights have been here.
the
you
knights have been? Yeah.
You do not see any knightly banners or any windward banners or anything like that.
So, just for a wee bit of context for us, the pretty body with the silver hair back there was Arrabella, the dead queen. My grandfather may have imprisoned the Tarrasque here for about 800 years, with the power of a fragment of his soul. I still have his staff with us. Because of what happened and the Tarrasque kind of terrorizing their city, that is kind of why they worship me as a god. It is borderline fanatical. Please do keep that in mind. I do not want to embrace the cult, However, it is something that may come to the surface to enlist them into our war effort. So, reverence may be necessary. I do apologize in advance.
Normally, I'd consider making fun of you or them for them worshipping you, of all people. But, given the circumstances, I'm quite happy to play along and let's just get what we can. If you need me to big you up, if you need me to worship, like, if you need me to lead by example, yeah.
Yes, certainly. I will definitely summon your bardical abilities should they be necessary. There is a sick irony there that, a follower of a god is now being worshipped as a god. But we'll just save that moral quandary for another day. Do you have any questions about this?
You guys have certainly been busy, but I'm catching up as we go along.
Fair enough.
But what I'd like to do to Korgrin is I'd like to cast Minor Illusion around him, so there's just kind of like light emanating from his head or something. Just kind of like a weird crown aura type. Yeah, kind of like that. I don't think I'm allowed to play sound if it's just a cantrip, but yeah.
I'll do Minor Illusion, do sound if you do the...
Alright.
Fucking Jesus.
Okay.
God, I hope they like Christianity.
Do we just go in loud and godlike, or should I play this somewhat smoothly? Oh, jeez.
I think
subtle and godlike.
I think subtly, because we don't know who has taken over.
True.
I don't recall anyone being...
I didn't name a successor, no. I didn't.
No.
It was just... So someone's clearly risen to power.
Exactly. If they're rebuilding, someone's risen to power. And we got to deal with those. And for the love of God, please don't fuck another fucking spider. Please.
It was more like the spider fucked me, but...
Please don't!
I know.
To be fair, all the spiders were eradicated when you destroyed this place, because it was only humanoids who you elected to save.
So, let's go meet my worshippers. I just kind of head down, start walking on. Oh, God.
Okay.
I'll toss Korgrin an inspiration.
Thank you.
Be like, you got this.
I still have it on, so I might just...
Oh, no, it lasts 10 minutes, I think.
No,
Okay,
I was going to enhance ability on myself.
1 hour of walking later.
As we get to the city, I'll cast enhance ability on myself.
Right. Yes, there is a bit of a walk from the cave entrance to the remains of Arrabella. And as you get closer, you notice that there is some activity here, mainly drow. And as you get closer and closer, there's you see the buildings, and they appear to have already built a small tower in the centre of this place. But as you get closer and closer, do you realise that this tower, it's not a tower, it's just a very tall structure. And getting closer to it, you realise that the structure is a statue.
It's not a statue of me. It's not a statue of me.
Getting within a few hundred feet of the outskirts of the town, it's a 40 feet tall statue made of bronze and spider ichor of your dearly beloved dwarf Korgrin Bravebeard.
It's 40 times bigger than the real Korgrin.
Foot tall?
It's
like 10 times, okay?
He has been made deified. So all of the aspects of him are made disproportionately. His beard is twice as long and twice as bushy. His aura, like, he carries himself with a divine aura. His cod plate is twice as big. and his hammer is quite literally like bigger than his head. Like it's 3 times what it's supposed to be, but he's lifting it up with one hand, whilst in the other one he's holding an outstretched palm, and upon that palm is a spider.
Just look at. So if we're looking at this, I'm looking at the spider. That is where my eyes are, and I just hate it. I loathe the spider that's in my hand. I hate just every detail of this little spider in my hand. I hate it. I hate it. I want to burn
You get
it
the feeling you get the feeling that spider may be winking at you seductively.
Chill runs down my spine.
With all 16 of its eyes.
So it's blinking at me.
No, it's just a statue of a small spider in your hand to deify your relationship to the goddess Loth.
I use minor illusion to make it look like the spider is just moving ever so slightly.
It's a gargantuan object, so minor illusion is a bit beyond that, unfortunately.
You give it
It's a wink then.
Okay.
As you go into the Russ, following Otti and Korgrin into the centre of this place, every drow you meet, like immediately turn towards Otti and Russ with like an air of hostility. But the moment they see Russ, they just drop to their knees, hands and
Korgrin.
Drop to Korgrin. Yeah, they drop to their hands and their knees. Their face immediately goes into dirt, and they grovel before him. The Great One has returned. Our God has returned. Everyone, Korgrin, the amazing, Korgrin, the indestructible, Korgrin, the Tarask Slayer has returned. You see, people excitedly gather around you, and they bow like viridly. And you can people start yelling out to you like, "Oh, it's so beautiful."
I find the nearby child, and I lift it up and I kiss it on the forehead. I give it back to the parent.
The parent, they just look at you and says, "We will never kiss you again. You are too pure." And the child just looks confused.
I'm gonna just kneel over Russ and be like, "We had this last time. His head just got bigger and bigger and bigger." It's gonna happen.
You can see a pregnant drow just shout, "Korgrin, I'm going to name my baby after you."
Thank you very kindly. My children, I have returned unto you. Come, we must gather. We must speak. Take me to the central place of this great, great town.
You are lifted off of your feet and honor paraded among the people, among the drow. Otti and Russ, you are left behind.
I'm trying to keep up. I know they don't like us here. I'm like grabbed Russ by the hand. I'm like, no, we need to keep up. They don't like us. They will kill us. Let's just keep moving.
And as you are making your way into the centre of it, you hear a stern voice call out amongst the crowd. "What is happening?" You look to see a drow priestess with a long, sort of violet dress stepping forward with long swaying pink hair. This is one of the priestesses that I believe tried to bribe Verity to assassinate Korgrin.
Yep. Yes, that is most likely indeed her.
She is being escorted by a few other priestesses, and the drow immediately put Korgrin to the ground, and they say, "Priestess Carnadel, the great Korgrin has returned to us to give unto us his divine edict." "Has he now?" "He has indeed. See, hear his words." "It is quite enough. All of you, return to your dwellings, return to your work. God Moradin, or Voice of Moradin, as they come, as I've been told, May I have a word?
Certainly. I assume you're the one that's in charge now.
There is a joint rulership here. I am one of them.
Fair enough, then.
The distinctive thing about this place is that there are only a couple of non-drow here, and they aren't slaves. You get the thing, there are no slaves here at all anymore. There's no spiders and no driders, no non-humanoid creatures here as well. Looks like they haven't replenished their forces in that. This priestess Canardel leads you to a large tent, like quite a large one. And she doesn't go inside, but she stops in front of the entrance towards and looks at you with a couple of her priestesses backing behind her. So there's 3 priestesses and the 3 of you, and you're just staring at each other, and it's a bit of a tension in the air. And she just looks at you with contempt and says, "Why have you returned? Do you return to claim your throne with these people?"
Are we speak inside?
Not yet.
What's going on in there?
The other ruler is in there, but I want to make sure we have an understanding.
The other ruler?
Yes.
Who?
My betrothed.
Well, would it not be rude to tell us the name of your betrothed before we meet them?
Guam.
I see. Why is he your betrothed? He is a stone giant.
Because you destroyed our military might. He is cousins with a powerful war chief. This will solidify an alliance with the Stone Giant clan.
Oh, are you two in love?
She shoots daggers at you, Otti.
What if I said I was going to take back my throne? What happens then?
I would ask you to reconsider.
And if I were to appoint you as my speaker down here?
That would go a step in the right direction towards reparations for what you owe us.
Would you not all be dead if I did not imprison the Tarask?
That is one way to look at it. The other way is that you stole our great leader from us, and we are now forced to interact with lower-breeded creatures for our survival.
I gave Ulara the chance to relent, but I appreciate we're not here to split hairs. I'll be forthright, I'll be honest. I and my companions are here in the hopes of finding a agreement between ourselves and the O'Hara Velans in fighting against the capital, against the royal family of Windward. Now,
A surface war.
indeed, say your piece.
We both know that if you declared that to the people, then the people would rise up arms and fight for you regardless of what I say.
Exactly.
We have about 1,000 drow left here that can ably fight. And if you will it, they are yours.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want the assistance of me and the priestesses, which are a power in their own right, we have to come to an agreement.
Exactly, and that's what I'm hoping to achieve here. I certainly don't... I have enacted my will upon you and the other Velians already. And I am not I'm not one to twist the dagger to get what I want. I would like this to, as I say, be mutually beneficial. If we don't come to terms, then as you say, I can simply declare it, and what I will be done will be done. But like I say, you do have the right to rebuild. I want that for you. So, like I say, let us come to an agreement.
Fortunately, an agreement has already been decided upon by beings beyond our knowledge.
Such as?
I have been contacted by my god, issuing very clear instructions.
Such
I have
as?
interpreted her will. Lolth, as divine as she is, does not wish to see Argonef return.
Splendid.
She believes that he is a danger to all. And your particular gods, who just happen to have stolen Lol's place on the other side of the Divine Gate, refuse to open the way for her to get away from Argonef so that his corruption, his madness, cannot spread to her. Our wonderful, beautiful Lolth is forced to share the realm with other demon lords. Though she herself is not a demon lord, she is a true-blooded god, and you will be wise to remember that.
Certainly.
However, when she is forced to interact with other such foul creatures, including Argonef, she grows weary of her situation. And as such, a connection needs to be made. Our Lolth, as beautiful and as wonderful as she is, desires a union between faiths. She wishes to become the new bride of the All-Father.
What?
Lolth wishes to commune and intersect with the realm of Moradin. And she believes the voice of Moradin would be best to facilitate this.
I'll nudge Korgrin and I'll just be like, it's a good deal.
I will certainly relay this request to His Radiance. When do you require a response?
Now?
Okay. Give me 5 minutes. Give me just a little bit of. Give me just a couple of minutes.
There is another thing before you begin.
Right.
Love wishes one of Moradin's apostles to oversee a ceremony.
Is it your
And
wedding? Is it your wedding to Garm?
I sacrifice my whole being to the glory of love. She is great and divine and beautiful in ways I cannot even imagine. And if she wishes you or one of your companions to oversee a betrothal between myself and my fiancée, I am not one to question it.
I see. Then, what we do for our deities, I'm sure that is the easier part of the arrangement to facilitate, yes. I will get a response to you forthwith.
Good.
Is there somewhere that we can go and sit? And I believe that what Korgrin needs to do requires some space and some quiet.
Yes, we may. Now that we have an understanding, you may come inside. There are seats available.
I want to incite that fucking laugh.
Sure, go right ahead.
That is fucking... I don't trust that laugh.
She knows something you don't.
Yeah, I can tell. Fair enough.
You all know things Korgrin doesn't.
Yeah, like where to find the Lamia. Well, please lead the way.
So, Priestess Canardell leads you inside the tent. Once you meet in there, you immediately, Russ, Otti, Korgrin, your nostrils are immediately met with the smell of spider ichor and toenails.
Are we
It's
going to
an
be sitting on
interesting blend.
toenails?
No, inside there are seats available of what appears to be webbing around paralyzed creatures. Drow.
Drow have been turned into furniture.
Probably people who worshipped you a little bit too much.
Are they alive or are they dead?
You don't know.
Okay.
However, inside, you see a dim-witted, huge, grey-skinned, bald-headed, mean-looking stone giant who is currently eating something that probably other people should not eat. It clocks you all. I know you guys. Corgo and
Oh.
Rotti and well, I don't even know who you are.
This is Russ.
Russ!
That's sus.
Russ is sus, yes, certainly. We are all in agreement with that one.
Hey, wait a minute. He slams his food onto the ground and stands up. His head bangs the top of the tent. Ah! You guys fucking left me.
Wait, the cave fell in. What can we do?
You could make it not fall in. You blew up fucking half the canyon to prove a fucking point. I had thought that maybe a fucking Moradin person would not be able to make a fucking cave in happen. You fucking left me.
It's just... It was you started rushing past us, and it all fell down on your head. What can we say? I'm sorry. It happened. You're okay. Look at you. You've got a throne.
Yeah,
And a
fucking-
fiancé.
Look at her. She's hot.
Yeah,
Ish.
she's quite hot actually. She's lucky to have me, to be honest. Good thing I got my cousin.
You're a true catch, Guam.
Oh, yes, I am. I shave every single day. I mean, stone giants can't grow facial hair, but I still shave. I put the effort in.
Well, we can tell. Self-care is important.
And
Yeah.
Shaving an extra layer of skin is just important. It's called cleansing, I hear.
Oh, I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like it's something I'd know.
You would, because you're a smart giant, aren't you, lad?
I am the smartest of all the stone giants. That's how I ended up becoming a ruler of the dumb drow.
Certainly. Is it alright if I use a corner just for a hot second?
Oh, you gotta take a piss, go right over there. That's where I go.
What about if I don't need to piss?
Well, I mean, that's just weird wanting to go to where I piss, but sure.
No, I don't. No, just a different corner. Are there different corners, or have you pissed in all the corners?
Oh, is it number 2?
I mean, I'm not an animal, I just piss in that corner. I
Do you
don't
have
know why you want to go to that. I don't know why you're focused on the piss corner right now.
No, do you have a Do you have a thinking corner?
Yeah, it's the piss corner.
Right, fair enough. Okay, I walk over to the piss corner.
That's fucking disgusting. He's weird.
I'm having a think, alright? Sometimes you need to think before you shit.
But the shitting corner's over there.
Well, I'll go with... It's fine, you won't even notice.
Okay. So, Korgrin, you are aside. I mean, this entire interaction, Princess Carnadel, she just looks depleted.
I will go to the pissing corner and cast fucking commune. I will commune in the piss corner.
That's where I commune all the time.
Exactly.
Okay, so you find your minds connected beyond after a minute.
Ugh. I think I'm burning incense.
What would you have a connection to Moradin established? What would you like to ask him?
Moradin, or Great Radiance, or King of the Deep, Father of all dwarves. I'm looking to settle an alliance with myself and the Ilharavellans, and the head priest down here would like to set up an arrangement between yourself and Lolth. Would you be opposed to Lolth marrying you? What was the term that she used?
Betrothed.
Would you be opposed to her becoming your betrothed, that she may leave the realm where Argoneth currently resides?
You just get this sense of all-encompassing blankness.
Yeah.
Like, stone-faced.
If a god could sigh...
Kind of like a long, drawn-out... What?
Yeah.
A little crappy cleric that's only just started being important comes to me and asks me this. What the fuck?
Yep.
You take this you take this interpretation as unclear.
Is there any kind of arrangement that might be put into place that isn't necessarily betrothal that you would be open towards, like maybe sharing a realm? It might get all of the drow on side. I don't know if it would just get these drow. I'm not sure. Like a shared living space, like, you know, a housekeep, kind of, but for a divine realm. I know this is very, very blasphemous.
You have this encompassing feeling of desperation and pain and suffering, which is then superseded with defiance and almost a fatherly instinct to protect those that can be hurt. You take this interpretation as a yes.
Would you be willing to reach out to Lolth to come to an arrangement now that I have relayed said message?
Images flash through your mind of ancient manuscript, divine words spreading out into the ethos of the cosmos. Rules, laws, binding, and a gate of pure divinity. You take this interpretation as a no. But more in a sense of... Actually, no, I'm going to give you a short phrase in this regard because no is misleading in that regard. It's more of a case of he is not allowed to do that because of divine law.
Right. I had a feeling it was that was, even if he wanted to get the words across, he wasn't able to. So I did interpret it the way you meant to, at least. I will relay this to the priestess of Lolth myself. Thank you. May your love and light shine down ever upon us.
Alright. So, the spell comes to an end, and you breathe a sigh. It's always nice connecting with Moradin. It is good. And as you go to stand up, something connects with you. Another presence you have not felt before.
Oh god. It's fucking Lolth.
You're always friendly.
This does not feel creepy like Lolth. This is something else. Something is communing with you.
Oh! Oh, this is interesting. I allow it, I welcome it.
It's Lolth after all.
Surprise, it's Lolth again.
Yeah.
It's me, Italian.
Ah!
I finally found you, Korgrin.
The question that comes through is from a divine voice. Female. Warm. Motherly. Do you remember the foundations of clans?
Do I remember the foundations of clans? Do I, Jack?
Make a history check.
Oh,
It is actually saying things. Fight me. I mean, you learned about it in school, but your exact, precise knowledge of it is limited. Dwarves were founded, well, the clans were founded many, many generations ago, after the spark of consciousness was given throughout the mortal world, or mortal realm. You know that the first clan to kind of give credence to dwarves as a race and form a house of royalty was House Platetorm. And then from House Platetorm, several other clans sprang into existence, which spread across the entire world to become Dwarven clans as you know it.
I will answer yes.
Okay. Do you remember the struggles and the pain of the All-Mother?
Oh. Is this the dwarf that's underneath the Cadaritia? Was she called the All-Mother?
Do you have notes?
I do. I know I wrote them, but I can't find them because I remember that there was all those names and all those coffins, and they all had inscriptions on them. House of Platetorn, Dagnall Platetorn, All-Mother of clans whose struggles have earned her the right to lie beside the All-Father. So then, yes, I do.
Okay. And then the third question comes along. And this one more annoyed.
Oh, right. Oh, shit.
Do you think it's appropriate to try and facilitate a union with a god who is taken?
Can I answer this with a phrase?
Yeah, sure.
I may have
Polyamory
assumed...
for the win.
What was that, sorry?
Polyamory for the win. Works for gods as well.
I would assume that the All-Father would be entitled to many such brides. I apologize if not.
Your connection to Moradin is dimmed for the next 24 hours.
Fucking shit.
You might have just put Moradin in the doghouse.
Yeah, I might have, yeah.
Leave
I
him on the
don't
count
know-
for next week.
I don't know his fucking relationship status. Oh God!
Well, the hint was the All-Father and the All-Mother. Could have put
Yeah,
two
now-
and two together.
In hindsight,
Is that the second relationship we've just ruined tonight?
yes.
Dagnall Platetorm, the All-Mother of clans. Her struggles have ended. Now she resides with her husband, the All-Father.
I just send something
That
out
was the
there
insignia.
Yeah, into the abyss that is Moradin's Grace. Just sorry. Oh shit.
So, as you're saying that, as you're doing that, Guam is just back to chewing his food and staring at Otti and Russ. He looks at you, Otti. So, still a half-orc then, I guess.
You're still Stone Giant.
Yeah, that's a good observation.
Now remind me, you were really strong, weren't you?
Oh, strongest ever.
Yeah.
Stronger than my fucking brother.
Yeah, you are. Do you fancy arm wrestle quick?
Bring it then.
I'm just imagining the size difference of and I know it's not this big, but of Otti being the same size as his arm. So he's just leaning against his hand.
Yeah. Do you want to make a strength? No, this would be an athletics check. I
Yes, yes, I absolutely do. Can
Are
I
you going
rage first?
There it is.
All right. So fucking, you can rage if you want. Guam has a plus 12 to this. So he starts pushing against you. And you're just like looking at your fingernails and your other hand. It's like, what? And then you're like, oh, have we started? He hides his pain as Priestess Canado just looks highly concerned that he just lost. He just goes, I'll let Owen. She is a little bitty girl. And it is gentlemanly to let little bitty girls win.
I thank you for your gentlemanliness. It means a lot.
Princess Canadell looks over at you, Ot. And for a hot second, you swear you can see lust in her eyes.
Where relationships are broken and new ones are formed.
So, Guam, rubbing his arm, looks towards you, Russ, and says, so, what's up with the fucking ears? Like, you ain't a fucking drow, are you? So...
I'll try and adopt his kind of body language, and I'll be like, half elf in it.
Oh, fucking half elf. Oh, I bet people don't fucking like you.
Not really now.
Ah, sucks to be you then, isn't it? Everyone, you should try being a stone giant. Everyone likes a fucking stone giant.
You know, I fought against a lot of frost giants, and can't say a lot of people like them, but you seem...
shit. Frost giants, fuck.
Yeah, you seem way more fun.
Nah, fucking, well... We giants, we got a hierarchy and shit, and fucking frost giants are above us by one fucking rank, unfortunately.
Oh, you don't look it.
The strongest stone giant, unfortunately, has to pay attention to the weakest frost giant because of fucking ancient laws and traditions and shit. It's the reason why I fucking left, to be honest. But yeah, no, if you're dealing with some fucking frost giants, then no, don't want any of that. No, thank you, no, thank you. You want some lunch?
Do I have any lunch?
I don't know. Do you?
I'll take out a pack of rations, I guess.
Ah, no, fuck that. He reaches behind him and he throws you a spider's leg, like a giant spider's leg. Careful.
Thanks.
It's crunchy.
Can I save it for later?
Well,
I just ate.
I fucking probably already had your fucking salad and your leaves for today, you fucking half elf.
I'll make eye contact with him and I'll take a bite of the spider leg.
Make a constitution check, please.
Okay.
Can I guidance just from the corner?
No, you're busy being yelled at by your mother.
Yeah, never mind.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I meant. Sorry, I didn't mean to be at advantage.
No, that's fine. 24. It's surprisingly palatable for you, Russ. It's
I
chewy,
think I'll.
gooey.
Yeah.
Is it like crab?
A bit like crab, but with a poisonous taste.
Spicy.
It's flavorful. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem. Careful, it'll give you the shits big time.
Yeah, I can feel it coming on already.
I like this person. So at this point, Korgrin, you have finished. You stand up and return to Priestess Canadell and Guam.
Korgrin, you stink.
It's the piss corner. I couldn't help it. Is where it is. It'll wash out, I'm sure. Stone giant piss does wash out, right?
I don't know. I've never tried.
We'll take it as a yes. I'm hoping for a yes. Priestess, can I just take you aside for a second, a moment of your time?
Hey, anything you gotta speak to my wife about, you can say in front of fucking me. Yes, you can consider us a team on this.
Right. Right, okay, right. So, the All-Father, in his wisdom, did indeed understand the plight of Lolth. However, the All-Mother, in her wisdom, did not necessarily see it wise to entertain the thought. If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
She raises an eyebrow and says, Lolth does not wish to marry the All-Mother.
No, and that's why there's a problem. The All-Mother
Maybe she should.
is indeed it is Coronation Street, but with gods. Or is it a Bollywood one? Which I feel more Bollywood. And that is why I feel Divination Street.
Russ, you can have inspiration for that.
This is why except it's more godly. It's more of a hymn. It's sang. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no. Train of thought gone. So that is why I think on this occasion, Lolth's request may be refuted. Is there any other way that we may come to an arrangement?
One second, please. She steps away, sits down, takes a minute, and casts Commune herself.
Does she also sit in the piss corner?
No, she doesn't.
Sensible. Reasonable.
Rom just looks at her and just goes, oh, she's doing that thing again when she stares off into space. It's one of the reasons why I love her so much.
So you can admire her beautiful form?
Oh, yeah. It's proper for a woman just to sit down and shut up. I really enjoy that.
I look at Otti and just,
Oh, she ain't a woman, she's a Half-Orc.
Oh. What was that? Who wasn't there an arm wrestle? Who won that?
I let the Half-Orc win because the Half-Orc is puny and needed a win.
It's fine. I've got better breasts.
You do have impeccable breasts.
That you do. I wasn't going to say nothing, but
don't look.
I clip Korgrin around the ear hole for licking.
Priestess Canardel stands up, turns towards you and says, my father says that she will handle it herself now that you have planted the seed within Moradin's mind.
Oh, that's
she says I am to offer you my priestesses as long as one of you or all of you presides over our ceremony here and now.
Korgrin's just having a panic attack in his head. He's staring off into the distance. He's like, is this the chip? The P that breaks apart the relationship of the All-Mother and the All-Father?
I mean, you'd hope that gods have a stronger bond than that, so.
True, very true, very true. And I mean, what's a bit of century-long whittling down of a god's, endurance? I'm not going to be alive by then, I'm sure. Sure, let's get the ceremony under wraps, shall we?
We were hoping to wait a few days, but I appreciate that you might not have a few days. Guam, would you wish to marry now and solidify an alliance between our clans? Oh, Well, my cousin Stonejaw will be a little upset if he don't come here and see it all.
That's fine. We
I'm
can wait
sure
until Stonejaw comes around.
Nah, fuck him. Let's get married.
Fair enough.
True love.
Nothing says true
Well,
love
then.
like a spur-of-the-moment decision to go down to the registry office.
Well, we can do it right. Well, let's do it in front of all the people. Let's make a
Certainly.
big show of it.
I
Come on, then.
stare at
He
fucking
stands up.
Priestess Carnadal and just, why not in front of the statue of the bronze dwarf?
Her mouth is agape, and you've never seen anybody look so offended in their life. Like, and Guam immediately just like breaks the tent apart to stand up and get out of the way. Like, you
Of
get the
course.
feeling he hasn't left his tent in a long time. And immediately calls out to the crowd, Everyone! As your new king, I will now be marrying your queen, as presided over by the voice of Borodin.
Did he say Borodin or Moradin?
Yeah,
Okay.
Borodin.
Thought so.
Come on, everyone, let's go do it. And he trances off with a confused crowd on the other side.
I'm gonna try and run after him and like go through the bag and be like, "Wait up! I can make you pretty."
You feel a massive tug on your shoulder with Priestess Cannadale grabbing you, preventing you from leaving. She pushes you back beside Korgrin and Russ and looks at each one of you like just a few feet from your face, going back and forth between all of you, and says, "You better make this believable. You better say something nice."
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I hope you think of something good in the 5 minutes it takes us to get over there and for you to begin the ceremony. If I feel that I have been cheated out of a blissful wedding day, you will not get any assistance from me or my priestesses.
Any hints, anything you'd like us to say that's, really top of the list?
Talk about how amazing Lolth is. That'll be a good start. And just some generic crap about love and destiny. Make the masses believe it.
May I
Certainly.
ask, do you already have musical services here? Or because I'm
We had an all spider band here in El Haravel.
Mm.
They were killed by
Korgrin just,
him.
oh. It was either you or the spiders. Which would you have preferred? Don't
Well,
say
I,
the spiders.
I
I
would prefer to you, but
I'm proficient in a few instruments myself. I could perhaps play the horn as this one. I'll nudge Otti. Like this one could maybe play the drum during the ceremony.
I
if
don't
that would make it come to
care
life.
what you do. Just make it believable. Make me feel like I'm having a real wedding day just so I can forget this god-walking nightmare. And with that, she storms away from you outside of the Guam, who lifts his leg to give out the most massive fart and scratches his ass. A regal king of the drow. And that's where we'll end tonight's session, guys.